So today I'm going to make a lemon icebox pie. Step one is make a graham cracker crust and let it cool. That's a whole nother video, so do me a favor and check it out. Step two is the filling. I have 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk that I'm going to pour into my mixing bowl. Then I have 2/3 of a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. So it's the juice of about 5 lemons, give or take. And you can use jarred lemon juice if you want. It just is not as bold of a flavor as if you juice the lemons right before you're making it. So there's my 2/3 cup. And then I have 3 egg yolks. We saved the whites. I'll figure out what I'm going to make with those later in the week. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And now we are going to put this in our mixer. I'm going to start this off low, and then I'm going to move it to high, and then it needs to mix on high for about 10 minutes before we pop this in the oven. So we're going to start on low, work our way up, and in the meantime, preheat your oven to 350 degrees, because that's where we're going to cook it up. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So our lemon icebox filling has been sitting in the mixer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to stir it up just to make sure that it's all combined. Just like that. Pour it into our already prepared pie crust. And we're going to cook this. And there is extra. It overflowed my pie crust. So I'm going to bake this in a 350 degree oven for about 10 minutes. So our lemon icebox pie baked for about 10 minutes. As you can see, still a little jiggly. We're going to let it cool off, and then tomorrow we're going to add some whipped cream. So our icebox lemon pie has been chilling overnight. Now we're going to make the topping for it. It's a vanilla whipped cream, and the recipe actually only calls for half of what I'm going to make. But if I don't make double the whipped cream, there are people in my family who get very upset because they know there's whipped cream in the house and now it's on a pie. So if you're making this just the pie and you don't want extra whipped cream, you only need 2 cups of heavy cream and not 4. You will only need 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and not a half. And you will only need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using a whole. And we're just going to mix this on high until stiff peaks form. So it took about 8 minutes for our cream to turn into whipped cream. And now, I like to be fancy. You do not have to. Put your whipped cream on your pie however makes you happy. Once I found out how easy it was to make rosettes with whipped cream, it's been my go-to. I've done it on pretty much every pie I make. And it makes me happy because it looks really pretty. But if you don't want to go through the work, don't. So I have an icing bag with a 1M tip on it. I'm going to start at one edge and just make roses, little rosettes around the outside of my pie, and I'm going to cover the filling completely. And it looks pretty, but like I said, I understand that I'm a little neurotic. I don't expect everyone to do things exactly as I do. Need to get a little bit more of the whipped cream. And there we are. Lemon icebox pie.